A 7th standard Juma schoolgirl was raped by two Bengali settlers in Ramgarh. Abduction of a Juma girl by Bengali settler in Langadu. Sajek Muk army camp was handed over to the BJP after withdrawal of army. Army personnel were withdrawn from Barkal, but campsite wasn't returned to the owner. Harassing searches and interrogations by the army in Jurathuri. Houses of Tuhila Marma's mother was searched by the army in Bangalharia. Human chain demanding for compensation was held by the affected Juma people of Sajek border road construction. A bomb villager was brutally murdered by bomb party terrorists in Mizoram. The Khashi of Khagrathara-Punji are also losing access roads. Adivasi Alka Parishad demands 11 points, including constitutional recognition of indigenous people. Now presenting details. Khagrathuri correspondent informed that on March 23rd, a 7th standard indigenous schoolgirl was raped by two Muslim Bengali settler motorcycle drivers, namely Muhammad Shahin Alam and Muhammad Ali, in Potathara area of Ramgarh in Khagrathuri. However, the police haven't yet arrested the accused. Meanwhile, on March 23rd, a Chakma girl of grade 10 of Mohajanpara of Mainemuk Union of Langadu was abducted by Muhammad Saqib Hussain Manna, a Bengali settler of same union. The victim's mother filed a case against 22 settlers with Langadu police station. Since last February 10, 8 indigenous women and girls have been subjected to killing, abduction, and sexual harassment. Out of the 8 incidents, police have arrested only 1 accused of an incident. 22 accused in the remaining 7 incidents have not been arrested yet. The Rangamati correspondent reported that on March 25th, the army personnel of the camp forcibly constructed in the premises of Sajek Muk Sarvajanin Buddha Bihar in Sarvatoli Union of Bagachuri Upazila were withdrawn. However, the army has reportedly handed over the site of the camp to the Sajek Muk BJP camp under 37 BJP Rajanagar zone without informing the owner or the management committee of the Buddhist temple. On March 27, BJP hung a signboard mentioning this place as a reserved area for security forces. It should be noted that according to the Chittagong Hill Trades Accord, there is a provision to hand over the land of withdrawn camp to the original owners or to the Hill District Council after the withdrawal of the temporary camp. On the other hand, on March 28, all the army, BJP, and police personnel were withdrawn from the camp built by occupying Juma people's land in Madanpara of Aimachara of Barkol Upazila. However, the campsite was returned to the original owners. Additionally, the army summoned the local headmen to order that no houses in the abandoned camps be demolished, what is considered as direct violation of the CST Accord. Meanwhile, at least 5 people were detained and interrogated, taking them to the camp by army in the patrolling operation in Jurathuri, along with massive searches of 2 houses. On March 29, army personnel conducted extensive searches in the houses of Nirmal Chakma and Baran Chakma, surrounding the village of Sakpati Ghat in the Upazila. On March 30, army personnel searched the house of Sakti Jiban Chakma in Silchori Monpara of Jurathuri Union. On the late night of March 25th, army personnel surrounded and searched the house of the mother of Tuhila Marma, a member of Janasangati Samiti in Bangalharia under Rajasthali Upazila. On March 31st, Sajek residents organized a protest and human chain in Udaipur of Sajek in Baghaichuri demanding adequate compensation of Juma peoples affected by the construction of Sajek border road and to protest against prevention of the Juma peoples from building houses on their own land adjacent to the border road and their movement in the area. The special correspondent of Hillvoice TV reported that there are currently only 21 families out of half 100 indigenous Khasi families of Khagrathara-Punji in Kulaura Upazila of Maulvi Bazar who have lost their land. On March 22nd, the Khasi people of Khagra clashed with the Rehana Tea Garden authorities when they took the initiative to repair their long-used road located inside the tea garden. Khasi and Garo people have even complained that new tea saplings have been planted on that road. Meanwhile, in a press conference in the capital on March 29, Gather Mymensingh Adivasi Aika Parishad made 11-point demands, including constitutional recognition of the indigenous peoples of the plains. The 11 points demand include allocation of 5% quota in education and government jobs for indigenous peoples, allocation of 5% reserved seats in parliament, and formation of separate ministries, formation of separate land commission, providing nomination of indigenous women for women reserved seats. On March 30, the Ministry of Chittagong Hill Tracts Affairs held a preparatory meeting on the upcoming 22nd session of the UN Permanent Forum on Indigenous Affairs to be held at the United Nations headquarters. It is alleged that representatives of the Bangladesh government make anti-indigenous speeches and highlight distorted information on implementation of the GST Accord and the development of the indigenous peoples at this session every year. Meanwhile, on March 19, an innocent villager of Bandarban named Sanglian Joel Bomb, alias Passan Bomb, was allegedly murdered by the terrorists of Kuki-Ching National Front, known as Bomb Party, in Longtala district of Indian state of Mizoram. Batik Kuki, who is known as one of the spokespersons of the Bomb Party, gave a status on his Facebook account admitting responsibility for the murder. Since last year, the Bomb Party has killed at least 8 people, including 4 people of Bomb community. Bureau Report, Hillvoice TV. Keep on watching Hillvoice TV for unreported human rights violations.